Hello everyone, we're back and we're ready to continue our adventures. We are deep in the Korcari Wilds, in the mysterious Korcari Wilds next to a campfire. Um, and there's a few things we need to do. First thing is I need to level up. I have 3 attribute points. Now, what I've noticed is that there's a lot of gear that I cannot wear right now because my strength is not high enough. So I'm gonna try increasing that just a little bit, and then I'm gonna continue with my dexterity because the dexterity is good for archery and dual weapon fighting styles demand high dexterity to master. So it's a favorite for rogues. Um, Gotcha, so that would be me. So 20, so I'm gonna make that my favorite, as I probably should. And maybe I'll go with 1 in Constitution as well. I feel like I've neglected my health for far too long. Um, Even though I should be someone in the back, maybe I shouldn't need a lot of health. So far it hasn't been an issue. Um, I'm talking myself out of it. So maybe I'll go with Cunning determines how well a character learns. I feel like I need that, so I'm going to go with Cunning. I still don't have any specializations. I don't know when that unlocks. Oh, it said at level 7, right? Okay, and then I have more skill points available. I feel like my combat skill is pretty good, so I should probably give something else a little bit of love. Detect nearby creatures and equal... Okay, and then the trap making, the stealing, coercion. Is this where I actually herbalism make simple potions, poultices, and salves? I think I need that. So I'm going to give myself that herbalism so that I can create potions and healing poultices for my group. I seem to have plenty of those, though. I have a lot stocked up. I don't know if this also counts toward injury kits. It doesn't say that I can get injury kits from that, but there's stealing, trap making, survival. You can detect nearby creatures of an equal or lower level, revealing the type of creature and its hostility. The skill also grants a small bonus to nature resistance. That seems really cool to have. And combat tactics. I don't really need the combat tactics because I'm playing on easy. I think I'll go with this. No, I'll go with this. Get rid of that. The only reason I'm not getting the herbalism right now is because I noticed that I have a ton of potions and poultices and salves already in my inventory and I can't use them fast enough. So maybe it's not a good idea to get that. I'm going to go with improved survival with the animals next. Okay, so here's where we get to the rogue has taken to carrying a full set of implements designed to defeat trickier locks and spring traps. I think this is super valuable for my group, so I'm going to keep going with the lockpicks. Over time, hopefully, I'll get better at this. But yeah, I'm going to keep going with that and play. Alrighty. So now we can move on. There's only one thing left for us to do, and that is for us to travel west. As I zoom out here, we can see there's a lot I haven't discovered on the eastern side, sorry, of the Korcari Wilds. So let us move forward into the dark. By the way, I love the way the game looks. Even though it came out in 2009, I looked it up. I'm still very happy with it, the way that it looks, because it helps that I really pay attention to the lore and the history and world building. It makes the game feel that much more alive. So I'm going to go this way. I can see a little white arrow kind of telling me where to go, up in this direction. So we're going to walk this way past all of these slain Grey Wardens. Well, actually, they're soldiers. I don't know that they are Grey Wardens. They're probably not Grey Wardens because Grey Wardens are the most, like, is that a... What is this? What is that? Okay, I want to go over there. What is that? It looks like a statue or a pillar. of some kind, devoted to some forest god. Maybe this is one of the gods that the, what are those? What is this? This is probably, look at it. The people that lived in this land, this is one of their gods, maybe. The ones that were driven out by the Darkspawn. What are they like? I'm having trouble remembering their name. But it is in here. I just want to remember their name. The Chastened folk. So that's one of the gods from the Chastened folk that live out in these forests. Okay, if the game's saved, that means something's up. Something is up. Yeah, this is new undiscovered territory. Alright, stay vigilant, my friends. Who knows what is out here in the wilds. Oh, I see one far away. Alright, men. Okay. It's okay to run now. Alright, let's get in our stations.
Of course.
Ooh, hit from that far away. A Hurlock.
Now you see
Too far away.
Power.
Push them back!
Good job, man. Push up.
It will be done. Very well.
Take him down. Alpha. God. It's a Hurlock Alpha.
Yes.
Codex updated. You know what I was just about to say. I've heard of a Ginlock, but I don't remember.
Very well.
Okay, fire bolts and fire arrows. Wow, that is exactly what I needed. See, I have all these poultices that I'm keep getting. Why would I waste my time getting the herbalism perk? It's probably because I'm on easy. That since I'm playing on easy level, they're giving me a lot of poultices. I don't. That enhanced dagger might actually be good for Davith. So I've got a few things to equip. The dagger. So he's got that mace and this thing right here. It's a very basic dagger, so I'm gonna give him the enhanced dagger plus 4 attack. If we look at our weapons here, I've got the fire bolts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to my character and get the fire bolts and ice arrows. Okay, so I'll go with the, I've got 20 fire arrows. Okay, the bolts is probably only used for crossbows. I think I'll equip the fire arrows. I have 20 of those now. And I have a lot of stuff to sell, my goodness. Large flawed fire crystal, I don't know what any of that does. Okay. So we just got a codex update. And in that codex update, we're going to take a look. But before I enter in there, let's look at what that says. So one of the codex entries was updated, and it was in the creatures section. Hurlocks. Okay, so we've already read about the Ginlocks. Let's read about the Hurlocks. What are those? Taller than their Ginlock cousins, the Hurlocks are roughly of human size. They are possessed of considerable strength. But are possessed of considerable strength and constitution. The shock troop of the Darkspawn. A single berserking Hurlock can often be a match for numerous opponents at once. They are known to adorn themselves with roughly carved tattoos to keep track of their kills and deeds, though it is unknown whether or not there is a uniform standard to these markings. Alphas. Alpha Hurlocks are more intelligent and more skilled fighters, often serving as commanders or even generals. Emissaries. Hurlock emissaries have also been known to appear during a blight. These darkspawn are the only ones recorded as being capable of human speech and are often capable of employing magic. Wow, Hurlock emissaries can actually speak in a human tongue. That's amazing. So those must be the really high level ones. Okay, let's move forward then and see what we can see. So the Hurlocks are basically the larger, more powerful version of the Jinlocks. Ah, the Warden's cache. This is it. This is the cache we were talking about. There's nothing in there.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
What? Excuse me? What are you doing out here? This place is dangerous. I would first want to know who you are and where you come from. You really shouldn't be out here in the Korkeri wilds.
You are the intruder here. I believe the first question is rightfully mine. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
Absolutely. My name is Theron.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish.
Morrigan.
Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
I see. So then, if you didn't take them, then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother. Did you assume I spawned from a log?
A thieving, weird talking log, perhaps?
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
I am also a little bit concerned. I want an honest answer. Are you a witch of the wilds?
Have I been dishonest? Some call us witches, yes, but purely out of superstition.
You know what the Circle of Magi is, don't you? The Circle requires an accounting of all mages. That is the law of the land and the Chantry.
If you wish to tell your chantry about me, go ahead. I have nothing to fear from priests.
Could you please tell us a little bit more about your mother?
She prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you are here. Come, see for yourself.
Well, Min, we were tasked with coming out here to find those documents, and we will not return without those documents. It's our mission. So I say we go with her.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
Well, to be totally honest, I'm not sure what to believe.
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
My goodness. And what do you mean that the threat is greater than they realize?
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Codex quest, new screen, okay. Oh, we're back. We've made it back. Okay, so now that we've made it back, I'm not going to go straight to him. I'm first going to read some of the codex entries and quest updated things that I've gotten. So let's stand right here next to the fire and stay warm. Okay, so let's see what happened here in our journal. So Ostagar, the Grey Warden's cache, this has been updated, I believe. You have found, the Grey Warden's cache, there we go. You have recovered the treatise. You should return to Duncan once you have acquired enough blood. Yeah, okay, that's done. Okay. Alright, so I guess everything's good here. I have the Mabari Hound. I've already got that. It's ready to be completed. The Tainted Blood is ready to be completed. And this has also been completed. Okay, so let's go to the Codex entry. And let's see what has been entered in the Codex. I'm surprised I did not unlock Morrigan in the character. Oh, that's creatures. Oh, there it is, character. Okay. This is the one I was looking for. I'm sure these update more and get larger over time, but right now what we have is Witch of the Wilds, such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? That's funny. I'm really liking Morrigan so far. She's interesting. Of herself, Morrigan says little. She does not deny being a witch of the wilds, but beyond that, everything about her is in question. Now, what's interesting about Morrigan is that one of the people in my group mentioned that she might be a chasant. I think it was either Jory or Davith that it said that she could be one of the chastened folk. That would be interesting if she was one of the chastened folk. But it was a pleasure meeting her. I am actually going to turn in the flower thing first while I'm here. So I'm going to give the Kennel Master the flower that I found while I was out in the wilds. We are back from our adventures. I tried to touch this. It doesn't do anything. Okay, it's just saying kennels.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the flower you were looking for?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
I see. So, how long is it going to be before there's some improvement?
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
Imprinting him on me? Do you think that's impossible? I mean, do you think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Okay. Sure thing. But he's saying after the battle. After what battle? Alright, so let's move back this way. Alright, so now I'm going to talk to Duncan. We have his scroll and his blood. So we should be ready to become Grey Wardens.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Yes, we have been successful.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Well, there's more to tell. We met a woman in the wilds, Morrigan, and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Okay. Well, now will you tell us what this ritual is about?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Are you saying that the ritual can kill us?
As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
This must be the temple I couldn't enter in earlier.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
By the way, I have a feeling I know where this is going. I feel like we're gonna have to drink the blood or inject the blood. I just have a feeling that we're gonna become part Ginlock, and that's why we can detect them. I remember earlier it was saying that Grey Wardens can detect Ginlocks and Hurlocks and Darkspawn. And that's where I think this is going. Okay. Some of these are really great responses, but they're not the kind of responses that my character would give. He's a very kind character, just sort of, you can kind of tell. Alright, calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now.
I only know that my wife is in Highever with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
We don't know that, Deveth.
Don't we? The Grey Wardens have saved the world from Darkspawn before. I'd say they know better than anyone what it takes. You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
I am...
Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood.
I knew it.
And mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Excuse me, did you say those who survive?
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Davith. Davith?
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
Oh,
But-
God.
I have a wife.
Yeah,
A child.
Jory, he's not
Had
gonna
I
do
There
known.
is no turning back.
No,
Jory's a little
you
bit of a
asked too
coward.
much. There is no glory in this.
Oh, shit. Are you serious? Yo.
I am sorry.
Yo. What?
But the joining is not yet complete.
Yeah.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
I guess I'm gonna drink the Kool-Aid.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
If I survive. But I guess I will because, you know, the protagonist. Oh shit, what is that? The gods. The dragon gods.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
I feel that I'm happy to be alive. But, I can't believe you killed Sir Jory. Was that really necessary?
Jory was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice. It brought me no pleasure to end his life. The Blight demands sacrifices from us all. Thankfully, you stand here as proof they are not all made in vain.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Wow.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
A meeting? I mean, to be honest, I still feel in shock a little bit.
Death is never easy to accept, especially when it arrives in such a brutal fashion. Honor your comrades if you wish, but know that we must press forward. Always we must press forward. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Oh my god, I can't believe this just happened. Okay, so I've got another level up, and I've got some items received. Right, the Warden's Oath. I will definitely put on the Warden's Oath. It's important that I wear it as a new Warden recruit. I need to sell a lot of my armor. I have a level up. Do I have any of the codex entries updated? There's the after the joining. Join Duncan at the strategy meeting. You have survived the joining and are now a Grey Warden. When you are ready, join Duncan at the strategy meeting. Apparently the Queen wishes to meet you again. And I don't believe there was any codex entries, but man, what an episode. Holy moly, episode 9 is a banger. Okay, well, thank you all for joining me. That is the end of today's episode, and I will see you next time.